In this video, I'm going to talk about how everything's rigged and why you need to rig everything in your favor. Justin, Mr. CMB, I'm back with another video. Shout out to everybody who's liking, subscribing the channel, everybody. So what am I saying? It's rigged. The world is rigged. The system is rigged. The government is rigged. The politicians are rigging things in your favor. Companies are rigging things in their favor. And I always say you need to rig every area of your life in your favor. You want an unfair advantage. And I know that's a little shocking. Most people are probably going to be like, why would you say that? I want to play fair. Guys, you've heard the phrase, life's not fair, because it's not. So if life's not fair, why should you play fair? You got to rethink how you've been taught. See, you've been programmed to do everything by the book, especially if you're kind of more along of like a more square or corporate lifestyle, or if you've been in academia, you've been trained and brainwashed. And even if you're not, you still have been trained and brainwashed to think things need to be like this, and this, because you're taught that. You're taught to play fair, while everyone else in the world is playing unfair. And you look and see other people getting results. You look and see the government doing this. You look and see other businesses doing that. You look and you're wondering why they're moving 100 miles an hour and you can barely run. You can barely even walk. And the reason why is nobody's playing fair out here. So I'm gonna give you my philosophy, and you can take it and do what you want to, is you need to rig everything in your favor. Have an unfair advantage at everything in every area of your life. And this is how I live my life. I want all the cards. I want to stack the deck in my favor. If I'm playing poker, I'll just look at it like playing poker or playing spades or anything. You want all the good cards on your side, even if you got to pull some from another stack. This is how you need to live life. All right, so I'm gonna give you a few examples. So number one, how you rig everything in your favor. You need to rig the banking system. The banking system screws you over and screws people over every day. So why can't you legally do things in your favor? What do I mean? You need to join multiple credit unions. Join multiple credit unions and take advantage of their credit cards and their credit programs, whether it be business and personal. Usually I suggest both. And the reason why is if you have a good credit score and your credit profile is right, you need to join at least 5 credit unions. And if you want more information on how to do that, then let me know. But you need to join 5 credit unions, and you need to get high limit personal credit cards from every single one of them. Stack it in your favor, because you just want to have it just to have. It's not meant for you to use for your personal expenses or anything like that. You just want it on the sidelines. Same thing if you have a business, or if you don't have a business but have an idea. You need to join these credit unions and create your business and open up credit cards in your business with these credit unions for higher limits, 5 minimum. The reason why is because you want to stack the deck in your favor. And I'm gonna tell you a story. You know why I struggled for the first 3 years in business is because I was not capitalized. I'm watching people who are dumber than me, not smarter than me, don't look better than me, they're just not even on my level, be able to have better results because they had access to capital. And I had to start from negative to move my way up just to be able to get to a certain point. And I see people now that I'm way more talented, way more smarter than, who just had more access to capital than me early on. And I could dust them out the water. And I don't want you to be like that. Like I said, unfair advantage. So now you have capital to take advantage of opportunities. Most of you guys have had opportunities presented to you. You just weren't ready, whether mentally ready or financially ready. One of the two. There's been times I was mentally ready. I was 17, 18, 19 mentally ready. I just didn't actually have the funds at the time to take advantage of huge opportunities that if I did now, I wouldn't even be making this video right now, or maybe even having this type of channel. No telling what I'd be doing. But I want you to have an unfair advantage in the banking system. You need to stack the deck in your favor. Stop being scared of credit. America runs on credit. Drill that in your head, and you need to run on credit too. But obviously you need to work on the income. So this is part 2. You need to, if you have a job or you have a business, you need to think of it like a business. If you have a job, you need to think of it like a business. Right now you have a skill set. And that skill set you're only giving to one person. You got to understand, when you're operating a business, if I had, let's say I know how to, let's say I paint and I draw, and this person wants a painting and he wants me to paint something for him 3 times or 4 times a month. So I do it. But let's say he's only paying me like, $10,000 a month. I'm just throwing a number out there. So $2,500 per painting, but he's my only client. But let's say I'm able to get 10 more clients. You see what I'm saying? Now, instead of that 10,000, I have 100,000 a month and I can keep going and going and going. You need to look at your skill set and what skills you're bringing to the table from a position and start stacking it in your favor. You should start selling your services and think of yourself not as an employee, but as someone who's selling your services to a job, to be able to stack that deck in your favor. It's called job stacking, and you should do this. And the reason why is because you want the unfair advantage. Now you have choice. When you have choice, you're calm. You'll be able to make wiser decisions, and it's less stress because you're not reliant on one thing. It's just like, I guess I could use this as an example of how, particularly, when somebody dates, like maybe you want to date these three or four women and see which one is the best. But right now you're not sure. So you still you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket and qualify to see which one works for you. But that you're not going to do that immediately. And that's the same way you need to think of you applying for jobs or you getting jobs. If you have a skill set that you're selling to one job, sell it to another job, sell it to a third job if you have the bandwidth and time to do the job effectively. And not only are you going to get paid 2 or 3 times, but you're actually maximizing your skill set. So you never want to just dedicate your skill set to one thing. Remember, like I said, you need to stack the odds in your favor, right? So those are 2 examples of stacking the odds in your favor. If you want me to make a part 2 of this, let me know. Justin, Mr. CMB, nobody's playing fair. I don't want you playing fair. You need to be out here stacking odds all in your favor. Peace.